Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura and today we're doing another pick a card tarot and oracle reading, and this time we are asking what is going to be happening for you in the next 3 months. So before we begin, I just want to let you guys know I still have my free tarot guide ebook. It's completely free. If you have not downloaded it, download it now. It is a full book and it gives you all of the tarot card meanings, both upright and in reverse, as well as in different types of readings, love readings, career, personal, etc. So go download that now. You can download it to your phone, tablet, computer, etc. If you're learning tarot, it's a free, priceless tool, okay? Written by yours truly. So go download that, okay? Anyways, take a look at all three groups on screen and select whichever one you feel most drawn to. Some of you guys might feel drawn to more than one, and that's perfectly fine. It just means that the next 3 months, there's going to be a lot going on. So just listen to your intuition. Don't overthink it. Go with your first intuitive nudge, okay? And to answer comments that some of you guys have been leaving, no, I am not going to pick for you, okay? I don't think you should become hyper dependent off of tarot readings. You have to learn how to listen to your own intuition. And a part of that is listening to your own intuition when it comes to picking a pile, okay? So pick a pile, go with it, trust it. And here's the thing. If you're watching your reading and it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. Okay. And even when readings don't resonate, that helps you refine your ability to listen to your own intuition, because you're saying this doesn't feel right. And then you might want to go back and select another group, or there just might not be any messages for you in today's reading. And for the love of God, this is a group reading. So sometimes group readings hit like a personal reading, and that's great. Other times, some messages may resonate, others might not. Take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. Okay, that's the whole point of these free group readings. And if you want a personal one-on-one reading where I'm only connecting with you, I offer that and they're open. So go buy one. Okay. Anyways, if you're still selecting your group, pause now. Otherwise, let's begin. Oh, I forgot to mention, we have group number 1 with the pink flower, group number 2 with the dried lemon, and group number 3 with the white flower. Okay. Now let's begin. Hello, group number 1, and welcome. Let's see what's in store for you for the next 30 days whenever you are watching this. And make sure to subscribe if you want to claim this reading. Comment down below, this is an energy exchange. So if you hear something that you enjoy, make sure you're subscribed. We have the hummingbird coming out. The hummingbird spirit has actually been finding me quite a bit recently. There's been a hummingbird visiting right outside of these windows to the left of the desk that I do my readings at. So a lot of you guys are connecting with hummingbird energy, which is joy. I feel like a lot more joy will be finding you in the next 3 months. Okay, life may have been very serious for you in the past couple of months, dealing with some serious endings and having to navigate a lot of big life changes. A lot of you guys may have even been feeling like you've been having to handle things on your own. And I don't know, just adult responsibilities in life that you have to take care of. And something that I'm seeing here is that life will be bringing you a lot more joyous energies in the next 3 months. So let's see. We have security. Oh my gosh, I love this. If any of you are worried about your finances, your home, being able to pay the bills, being able to put food on the table, having people in your life consistently, having a support system. So it's like if you get a flat tire on the side of the highway, you immediately have people who are going to be there to help you. Or if you're in the hospital, you have people who are going to visit. That sense of security, that is something that is growing and increasing for you. It's not to say that you don't currently have that, but it is increasing. Okay, it's becoming more abundant. Even more people to call upon for any reason, even more money to feel secure having, even more health and stability. And also this security comes, by the way, as you regulate your nervous system, as you calm down and trust in the divine abundance of Mother Earth, you attract more and more security. So I love this for you guys. And it's actually from this security that you can experience higher levels of joy. But this is something that you have to cultivate within yourself in order to manifest it externally. So it's like becoming more grounded, more secure, and breath work in particular. Your breath is going to be so important because it's like no matter what comes up for you, no matter what devastating circumstance or challenge or this and that, if you're able to just breathe through the waves of life, and become totally unbothered and secure within yourself. Like being the type of person who doesn't panic, who doesn't freak out if something happens, and you just have a really good ability to calm yourself and stay calm and centered, you will manifest more of this security, which will then translate to more fun. Okay. So I definitely see this is going to be a big story for you that unfolds in the next 3 months. And then we have solitude. Yeah, a lot of you guys are really, if you're single, you're really enjoying being single. You're really enjoying your alone time. Even if you're in a relationship, there's something here about really finding yourself. And there's like been a big wake up call. And for a lot of you, this could have been the first time in your life where you're just like really enjoying being on your own, really enjoying just the ability. A lot of you guys are getting into solo traveling or finding the joy of like just going to a cafe by yourself, running errands by yourself, whatever, like living alone even. There's something here about really thoroughly enjoying your alone time. And let me tell you, alone time can be so addictive because there's nobody there to change the way that you want to do things. For example, let's just say you always lived with somebody and this is the first time in your life you're living alone. It's like, yeah, you can take up as much space as you want on the bed. You can organize the fridge exactly how you want. You can leave dishes in the sink for tomorrow if you want without having to worry about bothering anyone. You know what I mean? It's like it can become so addictive to just really be in your own element. And for a lot of you guys, you know, what I'm saying, this is a very specific message that's playing out. You're going to have the opportunities to not be alone, to not be in your solitude. So this could be relationship opportunities, friendship opportunities, invitations out, etc. I feel like a lot of you guys are starting to sort of rethink what you always wanted. Like if you always wanted marriage, if you always wanted a family, if you always wanted whatever, a lot of you guys are now like at a point in your solitude, your aloneness, where you're like, I don't know if I still want that. You know, it's like nobody's competing for your attention. Like, for example, if you're single, the people you date, the people who are interested in you, they're not competing with other men or women. They're competing for how amazing your alone time feels. Okay, so they really have to bring something amazing and worthwhile to the table because you're just vibing out on your own, okay? And like you're really, really starting to enjoy it. Okay, it says, once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Exactly. That's the great irony of it all. You know, for the longest time, you maybe have been wanting to manifest someone or something in your life to just make you happy, like trying to manifest your soulmate, trying to manifest a family, whatever. And the most funny thing about it, and I've been preaching this for so many years now, and this is something that you're going to be experiencing in the next 3 months. It's like the second you stop wanting it because you're actually thoroughly enjoying your own life as an individual, ironically, that's when soulmates come in. Isn't that the funniest thing? Like when you least need it, and to be honest, sometimes when you least want it, that's when they come in. It's just so funny to me. Okay, and that could be the story for a lot of you guys. Like, I know a lot of people in the collective just went through a breakup during eclipse season. If you're watching this around the time that I'm posting, September 2025, although this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't really matter. A lot of people just went through some big separations, romantic breakups, friendship breakups, family breakups, you know, whatever it may be. So you guys may have gone through that and the deep mourning associated with that. And, you know, you may have been lost. And during that time of like processing and grieving, you may have set the intention to manifest people who feel like family, your soul tribe, etc. The funny thing is, you know, you set those intentions and then you sort of continued processing, and now you're at a place where you're actually quite happy on your own. And it's like those intentions that you planted in the past, they're now manifesting. You're like, do I even want this anymore? So let's see, next 3 months, what's in store for you guys? Knight of Wands, passion and creativity, fun. This is that fun we were talking about. I am seeing someone entering your life. This could be a friend, lover, etc., who is incredibly fun. they could be fiery. They don't have to be a fire sign, but I noticed that fire signs tend to give off this energy, and that would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody who, like, you don't just have a boring normal time out with them, or a boring normal date, like, oh, let's get some coffee and then go home. Like, no, this is somebody who's like, let's go kayaking, let's go skydiving, let's plan a road trip, you know, really exciting stuff. I just adopted this kitten, I just adopted this puppy. Like, they just radiate just dopamine, you know? Now, here's the interesting thing with the Knight of Wands. I feel, group number one, that you guys may be in a slightly non-committal energy. Like, you might be like, I don't really know if I'm ready for something serious, ready to settle down, ready to just really dedicate myself to even a really strong friendship. There's something here about not wanting the responsibility or the obligation of it, because you finally have come home to yourself after years and years and years of giving your time and your energy away in these relationships. You know, for whatever recently happened, you finally came home to yourself and realized how amazing your life actually is. All along, you were the love, you were the light, you were the everything that you were chasing in other people. It actually was your own energy. And then you had to sort of have everything in your life be removed, completely restart your life, completely have all of these relationships and environments stripped down to bare bones for you to realize, oh my gosh, I was chasing something that was within me all along. And if you know, you know, it's like you have to experience this to really understand it. But it's like, for example, let's just say you were chasing a relationship. It was very hot and cold. You know, sometimes you had that spark of like, oh my gosh, deep love. And then other times you felt like rejected, abandoned, whatever. When you had that all stripped away, all of those false loves, inconsistent energy stripped away, you went through a mourning period. And what arose was that feeling, that same feeling you chased, but consistently, because it was you all along. Okay. Ace of Cups. Boom. This is confirmation, guys. New people, new love, new friendships. Okay. With somebody really fun. They're going to actually want to do things with you, plan trips. Let's go on a road trip. Let's randomly get ice cream at midnight. You know, I don't know. It's just fun energy. Whatever is fun to you, that is what these new connections coming into your life are going to provide for you. Okay, a whole world of excitement. 9 of Wands, exactly. This is your energy, guys. You're afraid to overly commit to these new friendships and relationships that are coming in because you've been badly hurt in the past, and you know what it's like to have lost yourself in a relationship, in a connection, and you finally found yourself once again, and you don't ever want to lose yourself ever again. So there is some fear here. You know, it's like fear of abandonment, right? We hear the phrase fear of abandonment and we think, man, I'm so afraid to lose this person because they're so amazing. I don't think that your fear of abandonment is that you're going to lose somebody else. I feel like it's that you are going to abandon yourself again in the pursuit of lust and love. Okay. And it's like you finally broke out of that karmic pattern, that karmic habit of losing yourself to connections and being codependent. You finally found yourself again. It feels so good. And then in the next 3 months, universe is rewarding you with soul tribe soulmates. Okay. Really fun people who are drama free. And you're really happy, and I think you're going to enjoy these connections, but you're also sort of like non-committal because you don't want to lose yourself again. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, let's see. We have the Knight of Swords uprights, Knight of Wands. This is very fast-moving energy. A lot is going to change in a very short amount of time. Group number 1, I'm just going to warn you about that now. There's going to be not just in your love life and social life. I'm also picking up on this with your career and finances as well. Like just all areas of life seem to be very swiftly, life as a whole is going to be very swiftly moving forward in the next 3 months. We have the Hermit. Wow, you have Solitude and the Hermit. Exactly. See, this is sort of the, and look, see how it's it is central to your reading. This is the place that you return back to every day. Okay, this is you sleeping in your own bed, or this is you in your meditation practice, whatever you do alone, whatever spiritual hygiene practices you have been doing alone, whether that is meditating daily alone, going on your daily walks alone, having your weekly coffee at a cafe alone as you journal, whatever. You've been doing some spiritual practices consistently daily on a routine, and that largely contributed to the massive growth that you went through and your whole life sort of being stripped away, codependency being stripped away, and you finally coming home to yourself. Those daily habits are largely to be attributed for this massive wake up within you. Okay. And that's the thing. It's like life is becoming busy again. You know, you spent some sad time alone mourning, but it's like you are now at this point where a lot is manifesting for you. A lot of seeds you planted are beginning to sprout and grow. And it's like you don't want to lose that sense of connection, that sense of alone time, that sense of relationship with self. You know, I keep coming back to that fear, the fear of losing oneself. We have the Page of Pentacles, but it's only because it feels so good. And this is in reverse. Let's see. The Sun upright, guys. Next 3 months is going to be glorious for you. Again, I'm feeling a non-committal energy from you, though. High Priestess in reverse. And we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. See, this is an interesting combination over here as your final two cards, because both of these cards, High Priestess and 10 of Wands, both in reverse, these are both cards that say, like, you're not seeing something. There's something here that you are completely oblivious to. And so I do want to pull a clarifier for these two cards, because to me, this shows like there's something that is just completely out of your psychic vision here. Okay, but the Sun card, guys, this is happiness. I feel like a lot of you are really embodying your creativity. I'm seeing writing. Some of you are writing a book. Some of you are getting into art, drawing, painting, sewing, crafting. Okay, you're getting back in touch with that side of yourself. There's so many parts of you that you're reconnecting with in your solitude, and it feels really, really good. And you may look back on your history and notice that every time you were alone or in seasons of great aloneness, you really thrived, actually. But you might be a lover as well. So it's like, how can I have the best of both worlds? You know, you may be reflecting upon that. We have the Queen of Swords coming out as a clarifier. I feel like there are parts of the next 3 months that are meant to be a mystery. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. I don't know why I'm feeling past energies. The Lovers. Oh my gosh. See, I feel like group number 1, a lot of you guys may be in the presence of a soulmate in the next 3 months who you are supposed to like sort of have a connection with for a very long time, either several years or the rest of your life or what have you. Ooh, King of Cups. Yeah, look at that pairing, the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. I always view my the people watching me as the divine feminine, even if you're a man, doesn't really matter, just because I'm feminine. And so I do feel like you are in a sort of like, for once in your life, not feeling overly emotional and just more logical based and having a good time, sort of detached. You're really enjoying detachment. And, you know, it's really funny because you may have in the past attracted a lot of avoidant partners and friends, you know, people who are very inconsistent, things like that. And it's like, funny enough, now that you're actually enjoying your alone time, you're enjoying your detachment, you're attracting people who are very emotionally available, very much wanting something with you. I am definitely picking up on the presence here of people who are really interested in you. Yeah, really interested in you. And you might be sort of like just focused on doing your own thing, your own responsibilities, you know, focusing on your creativity, focusing on your career, your business. A lot of you guys may be trying to gather and gain security financially. You're just really focused on that. I feel like a lot of you are just focused on yourself. And there are people who are really, really attracted to you, and you're not seeing that. Okay, you might not be seeing just how deep somebody's feelings go towards you. You might not be seeing just how loved and appreciated you are. And isn't that the funny thing? And you know this firsthand because in the past, you may have been attracted to avoidant people who are just wrapped up in their own lives, and it's like now you're in that state, but you don't have to express that in a negative way. It is genuinely attractive when somebody has their own life, their own ambitions, their own interesting story, their own interesting hobbies, like just being an interesting person with a fulfilling life. That is so hot. Okay. What is not hot is boring people. What's not hot is people who have no hobbies, no friends, no purpose, no drive in life. They're just acting like an NPC background character. That's not interesting. That's not attractive. It's the people who really have their own life going for them that are the most attractive. And that's you, group number 1. For the next 3 months, that is you. And there are people attracted to you. This is a really great time if you have a brand, a business, or some sort of audience. It's a great time to grow that because you're just really focusing on you, focusing on yourself, and reaping the magic of that while still enjoying really fun new connections here. I think for once in your life, you're actually wanting to take things slower in your connections, enjoy the ride, because the destination may actually scare you at this point. You may be enjoying your solitude, enjoying the magic of you. And so just really taking things. It's funny. I wanted to say taking things slowly, but then you have these 2 nights that are like the fastest moving nights in the tarot. So it's like life will be moving really, really quickly as you're just enjoying the present moment. Guys, these next 3 months, group number 1, they're great for you. And it makes a lot of sense because, if you're watching this as I'm posting, we're coming out of eclipse season. A lot of you guys, or it doesn't matter, whenever you're watching this, you just went through some horrific endings, like your whole life being stripped away. You just did so much massive processing, and it's like, that good karma is coming back around in the next 3 months. So I'm really excited for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely, there's so many things I offer. Get a personal reading with me, one-on-one, or some shamanic life transformation coaching sessions with me, one-on-one. Download my free tarot guide ebook. I also offer homemade intention oils, go buy that, and my online tarot reading course. If you're interested in learning how to read tarot, become a medium, run your own spiritual business, I highly recommend getting that. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. Let's see what's going to happen for you in the next 3 months. For some reason, my mind just drew a blank for a second. I'm like, what are we reading on again? Next 3 months. Yo, you have the Phoenix. Oh my gosh. Group number 2, your whole life is changing. I feel like your whole life recently was just burnt to the ground. And I know that sounds dramatic, but comment down below, how was your life just burnt to the ground? I'm picking up a lot of you guys may have completely made a massive move, just leaving everything behind, or massive separation, just traveling. Like there's something massive, even like leaving behind your physical self. Somebody here lost a lot of weight. There's something here about massive endings, release. And it's like, this has been a months in the making, just boom, 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 release, ending, which is so difficult to move through and navigate. You've been doing it gracefully. You've been doing it beautifully. Congratulations, group number 2. And I feel like you're finally at a point where the next 3 months, it's the rebirth now. The new story, the new life is rising from the ashes of the old life. Look at this calmness. Yeah, within all this, I feel like you were not calm these past several months, but there's something about, it's like, how do I even put it? It's like you went through so many endings, so much trauma, so much loss, so much pain, so much suffering, like one after the other. You had to pick yourself up. You reached a point where you almost even wanted to end it all. You like really low point, but it's like, because you were brought to that darkest shadow, that deepest point, it's like there's, how do I even put it? It's like there's nothing left to lose. And there's some sort of weird like feeling of peace and calm that just poured out of you and poured through. It's like you kept mining deeper and deeper within yourself until you reached the bedrock. There's nowhere else to go. And like it can't get any darker. It can't get any harder. And it's like at that moment, you suddenly just became so calm. It's like unbothered. Nothing else can shake me. Nothing else can take away my peace. I don't know how to describe it. It's like you guys had and I just got chills. You had to have your heart broken over and over and over and over and over again until you finally realized like the love that I'm seeking externally has been within all along. Who was always there picking up the pieces? Me. Who was always there lifting myself back up? Me. Who was always there constantly not giving up? Me. And I don't know. It's not even like a cognitive thought. It's a feeling that resides deep in your bones all of a sudden, where it's like you recognize that everything that you've been seeking externally, the money, the love, like that family, like when will it finally happen? You were disappointed so many times in life that you finally somehow, not cognitively, but feeling, spiritually, recognized everything I've been looking for has been within me all along. And now this calm has just sort of washed over you. And this wasn't even something that you were intending to happen, it just happened. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. Exactly. That's what I'm seeing happen for you guys. And you stay in that space. It hasn't been going anywhere. It's unshakable. You've been consistently in that space, and you will continue to be in that space of unshakable calmness for the rest of your life. We have openness with the full moon here. I really love the transformation that has taken place. A lot of you guys are finally going to be experiencing a regulated nervous system, okay? No longer going back to putting so much value on people or things external to you. Because here's the thing, anything external to you, your friends, your relationship, the money, it's not guaranteed. Anything external is not guaranteed, but you have always been there for yourself, your consciousness. You've never been separated from yourself. Have you ever thought about that? You've always been there for you. Why am I getting so philosophical with you guys? What the heck? I can tell that you've made it through. You're out on the other side now. Group number 2, and life is about to get drastically better. Okay, I really love that. But let's see what wants to come through. Next 3 months. Group number 2. You have 4 of Wands. There's going to be some sort of really big celebration, some big win that you'll be having with your community, with your people. Okay, 4 of Wands. This is like marriage. This is like achieving something huge, buying your first house, buying a house, starting a business, having a really big business win, finally reaching a goal you've been working for years and years and years to come. Okay, I'm really seeing this. You specifically being celebrated. And, look to the people around you. You may be attending celebrations like this for other people, like attending weddings, attending graduation party. Well, I don't know. It's a weird time to graduate, but you get what I mean. You may be celebrating other people. View that as a sign that your celebration is in the air as well, because everything you experience externally is a reflection of your inner energies. We have the World card coming out in reverse. Yeah, something here needs to be celebrated. You just completed a massive, massive, massive karmic chapter and cycle in your life. And right now, a new reality is being written for you. New energies are coming in, and I feel like you're open to a new story emerging. You're open to a new life being born from the ashes. And guys, for a lot of you, the message here is stop replaying the old story. Stop going over what happened in the past so often. Sometimes the greatest thing for our healing is to stop trying to heal and simply write a new story, meet new people, go new places, try new things, become a new person, wear new clothes, listen to new music. 2 of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. I love the progression of that. The Hermit. Wow, it's so funny. The Hermit came out upright in the same exact spot for group number 1. So this must be a collective message here. We're all really connecting with ourselves on a deep level, on a spiritual level, finding ourselves. Very beautiful. 10 of Wands in reverse. This also came out for group number 1. Ace of Swords. Yes. 6 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. Wow. Okay, there's 2 things that I want you to notice here about the way that these cards came out. Okay, number 1, look at all of the pentacles. We go 2, 4, 6. Okay, there's a pattern here. The pentacles are growing. A lot of you guys, the next 3 months, your financial state is really becoming so much better, and your health is becoming so much better. A lot of you guys are becoming ripped. You're becoming hot. Your skin is glowing more. Your hair is becoming healthier. If you have any weight loss goals, you are meeting those goals. If you have weight gain goals, you're meeting those goals. You know, whatever. You're just glowing more over the next 3 months. Your health is really just becoming refined and increasing. Same thing with your money, your bank account, your finances. Refined, increasing. We're going from, like, at the time that you're watching this, you might have some concerns about your finances. Like, you're just scraping by, kind of, is what I'm feeling. But I see here you're making really good choices, and you're actually going to end up in a spot where you can afford to be generous with your financial blessings, as well as with your health. You know, you can afford to be generous with your health and your vitality, your energy, doing favors for people. Like, yeah, I can help you move because I have the energy to do it. You know what I mean? I can go for that walk with you. I can walk your dog. You know, it's like you can experience being a generous person because you're no longer a charity case, to put it bluntly. So I really enjoy that. And then also, if we look at the swords, we go from the Ace of Swords to the 2 of Swords. So an idea, a new direction is unfolding as well. Ace of Swords, I'm seeing new communication, and I'm seeing you taking action on a new direction. I don't know why this reading feels a bit more like business, health, and money focused compared to group number 1's reading. I feel like you're taking action on some sort of idea came forward when it comes to your career path and how you make money. And I'm seeing you just like do it, and it's going to keep like unfolding. It's like you have an idea, you take action on it, another idea comes up, you take action on it, another idea comes up, you take action on it. That's the flow of abundance, okay? And the sooner you take action on these ideas, the faster you can achieve your goals. You know, one of the biggest blockages is just simply not taking the action. For the longest time, it took me 5 years to start my first YouTube channel. Like, I had the idea, it took me 5 years to take action on it. Isn't that crazy? And it's like, for what? I was stalling out my progress, and I was complaining like, oh, I don't have a life purpose. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't have money, blah, blah, blah. The idea was always there. I just never took action on it. For 5 years, I blocked myself. That's how you block yourself. It's very simple. You block yourself simply by not taking action on the ideas that come through after you set your intentions. You know, you set the intention, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, boom. Manifestation happens immediately. There's no delay. The only delay is you not listening to the manifestation of that seed that you planted. You know, you say, I want to be a millionaire. And then it's like almost immediately as the words are exiting your mouth, you might get an idea. Okay, next thing you got to do is take action on the idea. And then another idea. You know, it's like the chain of motion sets in immediately. But you are oftentimes the only thing blocking your manifestation from coming in. And so I'm seeing that your ability to take action on the ideas that come forward for you as they come up is increasing. And so there's like a swift motion, and that's what's leading you to these successes and these celebrations. Yeah, a lot of you guys are building a new life for yourself. You are healthier. I don't know why I'm seeing like the word chiseled is coming out. A lot of you guys are becoming really hot, like physically. you're really getting your health together, you're glowing in a different way, and you're just keeping your head down and taking action on the business and life purpose ideas that come to you. That's what I'm seeing for the next 3 months, okay? Staying open to this massive new life that you're building, and you're doing it in a very calm way. Nothing can shake you anymore. So I love it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, or if you want shamanic life coaching sessions with me, if you want to download my free tarot guide ebook, or if you want to get a handmade intention oil, or if you want to become a student of mine and join my online tarot reading course, all of those things are linked down below. They're all on spiritpsychic.org, my website. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. Let's see what's happening for you in the next 3 months. You guys have 2 cards. Okay, extras came out for you. Let's see. We have the octopus spirit coming out. There's intelligence. Okay, you may be gifted with people who are on your intellectual level in the next 3 months, okay? Or this could have recently come into your life, group number 3. The universe is bringing you somebody who is at or above your intellectual level. Okay, a lot of you guys for the longest time may have constantly felt like you were surrounded by people who just weren't at your level, and because you're humble and because you're not full of yourself, it's almost like you convinced yourself that like, oh, this is fine, this is normal. Group number 3, let's be real here, okay? If you're not going to say it, I'm going to say it. You're an exceptional human being. You're incredibly intelligent. You are, quite frankly, more intelligent than most people on the planet. And I'm not trying to say that to fuel your ego. I'm saying that because it's real. Okay, you are exceptional in more ways than one. It's not just your intelligence. A lot of you guys care about your physical beauty as well. A lot of you are disciplined. You care about like health, and you're conscientious about how your actions impact the world. You are well read. Okay, like group number 3, if you selected group number 3, you are an exceptional human being. And you're also very humble to make matters even better. But that humbleness may have caused you in the past to be tolerant of people who were not nearly at your level. And what this has caused is perhaps a lot of your friends or relationships you've been in, you found yourself in a position of being the giver, the lover, the healer for the people around you, constantly giving advice, being the listening ear, being the mother hen of your friend group, being the one who's responsible, you know? And that's great for the people around you. You're very amazing to be around. A lot of people look to you for wisdom and support. Okay, but here's the truth. Here's the reality. Group number 3, when it comes to your personal support system, like your closest friends, your relationship, you know, the family you're connected to, you can't be in that position of healer, giver. And if you are going to be in that position, you need to surround yourself with other lovers, healers, and givers. This has been a really big message that's been coming through in readings recently. Really big message for the collective. I think a lot of lovers, healers, and givers are waking up. You know, if you're sick and tired of leaving relationships, leaving friendships, and thinking to yourself, wow, that person experienced so much character development from our relationship, and what do I have? I have trauma. I have nothing. I've gained nothing from this. Yeah. Stop putting yourself in positions to be close with people whose life is a dumpster fire. I say that respectfully. And the thing is, I think your problem is that you're very empathetic and you understand like, oh, everybody goes through hard times. Okay, some people just choose time and time again to make horrible life decisions and keep their life in a state of being a dumpster fire. And another problem you may run into is you may be like, well, Laura, I was there once myself, so I can't judge. You know, maybe your life was a dumpster fire. Okay, but here's the thing. You did the work to grow and heal from that, okay? So now the people you surround yourself with should also be at your level, have also done the work, the healing on themselves. The people around you, like your friends, your romantic partner, these should be people who inspire you, who you're like, wow, they're just doing really cool things with their life. And it really inspires me to do more, to be better. Those are the people you should be surrounding yourself with. Not friendships, not relationships where you are constantly the guiding light. Okay, so next 3 months with the octopus spirit coming out, I am seeing the universe connecting you with people who inspire you, people who are at your intellectual level, who have done the same, if not more, amount of healing and growth and self-discovery as you have. People who you actually can look up to, people you can actually feel inspired by. Love, look at that. Told you guys, love is coming out as well. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. Help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember I myself am love. You got to be kidding me right now. Guys, I swear to you, I did not see any of these cards. Look at that. Do you see that? For the visually impaired. Another oracle deck. The love card came out. So you have 2 cards that are love. Are you kidding me? Group number 3. This message cannot be any more loud and clear. Oh my gosh. If you're single, enjoy it, because it might not be the case for very long. And it's not even just romantic. This is also talking about community, support system, and friends. And literally, before I even pulled any of these cards, I just went off on that long tangent about finally being around people who are competent, capable, and on your level. And then you have both love cards coming out. Are you kidding me right now? Guys, I think your whole social connections, community, it's leveling up. Like, this is real love here. And I'm really actually, okay, if you're single, hear me out. I am really picking up an energy here of being connected to somebody very intellectually compatible with you. This is somebody who's very intelligent. And the way that your minds work are extremely similar. Like, you may even be thinking to yourself, like, is this my twin? Like, what? And it doesn't have to mean that you have everything in common. You might, I am actually seeing there's going to be some differences that'll keep it interesting. Okay, they could be from a different cultural background, or you could have different levels of education, or be in different career paths, things like that. Different religious backgrounds, different beliefs there, spiritual beliefs. That's fine, okay? But the massive compatibility here is that the way that your brains work, the way that you think, and your intellectual level, the way you use logic, it's going to be the same. And this is going to be like, and guys, again, I need to speak to you so directly because you're humble, but it's like, I know that a lot of you guys watching, you may have had this innate feeling within you for a very long time of like, when will I meet somebody who I feel like is on my level of intelligence? And you're not narcissistic. You're not a bad person for thinking that, okay? You're meeting that person. And we have patience with this beautiful crane spirit here. I love it. Oh my gosh. This person is going to be, and these people, I feel like it's saying people because it's not just romantic. It's also friendship. It's also community. They're very understanding. Okay, so the parts of your life that you feel like may be criticized, like, oh, like I have this specific thing, I have this baggage that may make it difficult for people to, want to be in a relationship with me. Like, let's just say you have a kid, or let's just say you have some sort of weird friendship with an ex, or maybe you have this or that. It's like there's something about your life that you may be thinking, I don't know if I'm ever going to find somebody who's going to be into this. These people that you're connecting to, they're going to understand where you're coming from. They have the ability to empathize. They understand where you're coming from. They have the patience. They're going to mirror the same grace and unconditional love that you've been giving people nonstop your whole life. You gave people so much grace and understanding. When other people were like, why are you dating that person? I don't know. They have this, they have that. Like, why are you always were empathetic. And it's like, well, that doesn't make them a bad person, because you always judged people based off of those core beliefs and their core personality, not the surface level thing, not, the baggage of life. And it's like, you're finding somebody who's the same exact way. They're going to show you that same exact love, which feels so good. Wow. Next 3 months, guys. I'm so excited. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to claim this reading. It's an energy exchange. Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. So this to me shows being single. This to me shows, heart is closed off. And, I've been feeling this in the collective heavily recently. A lot of people have had to get very defensive, really establish their boundaries, cut people off who were not reciprocating, So this may be the state that you're in, actually, like really alone, focusing on your alone time. Even like closed off to love, not necessarily wanting it. Let's see, the Emperor. Yeah, there's a big focus here on getting your life together, getting your finances together, getting your career together. Okay, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. Ace of Wands upright, center of the spread. Okay, if you guys have been very dry recently, and I am talking about sexually, like if you haven't had much going on in terms of physical passion and lust, or even creative spark, that spark of life, it's returning in the next 3 months. Ace of Swords in reverse. Wow, it's funny that it's surrounded by so many swords that are in reverse though. 8 of Swords, Hierophant in reverse, and the Moon uprights. Wow. A lot of you guys could be connecting with some air signs here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. When I think of air energy, which is coming out so heavily in your reading, I think of like being not in your emotional state of being, but logical, reasonable, focusing on ideas and like what logically makes sense, grounding yourself in that logic. And so you may be in that state of being right now. Really, really interesting. I feel like someone's coming in who mentally is really at your level, and you may share a lot of fire energy, a lot of physical chemistry. There's a spark here. And I feel like these people, and if it's friends, it doesn't have to be sexual chemistry. This could be like, maybe they're musicians. They play music, or they like having fun. They like doing the same fun things that you like. There's a lot of fun between you and them. Like if you like road trips, these are the type of friends who are going to be like, let's go on a road trip. If you like live music, maybe they're musicians. If you like art, they're artists. You know what I mean? It's like there's something here about sparks of passion and excitement, people who you actually feel inspired by. You're connecting with them, right? I feel like over the next 3 months, you're going to connect with these types of people more and more and more. And there's something here about them sort of melting the walls that you've had to build protectively around your heart down. Yeah. A lot of you guys, what you might not know right now, you might be coming off as emotionally unavailable as you just sort of focus on getting your own life together. Okay. And there are people here, soul tribe, people here who are going to be melting those walls right down. Yes. There's no pressure. There's a lot of reasonable energy. It's like, how do I put it? This is the same exact love that you've given to so many people. Group number 3. That patience, that understanding. You gave it to the wrong people, okay? You may have really loved emotionally unavailable people in the past and been burned, been hurt, been betrayed. right? But you always understood, you always empathized with them every step of the way. And now you're at a point where things are closed off. You know, you might not be open to love, but that same love you used to give out, it's being returned back to you, and it's going to be like a healing balm to your soul. And you're not a bad person, you're a good person. And it's like the universe is mirroring back just how healing your love and your attention and your energy has always been to other people. Now it's time for you to be on the receiving end of that sort of love, and it's going to be overwhelmingly beautiful. You are attracting people who are very similar to you. And the funny thing is, you don't even need these external people, because I feel like you're in a state of being where you're just, how do I put it? I'm getting an image of like a cat licking its wounds right now. And it's like you're just going within yourself. There's something about whatever hurt you went through that it's like, I'm just going to be alone. I'm just going to go lick my wounds and reserve the love that I've so abundantly given to the wrong people. I'm going to give it to myself for once. I'm going to get my own life together for once. Okay, so that's the state of mind that you might be in. But I'm seeing angels in particular, and these could be archangels, bringing you individuals who also offer the same love that you give, coming in, surrounding you. And that's another thing about cats. When a cat gets injured, if they're like a stray cat, if they're outside and they have some cats have a colony. Other cats are solo for the most part. Okay, this is an awful example to be sharing, but one time I was in a car with somebody who ran over a cat, and they got injured pretty badly, and we stopped, and I'm not even joking, like maybe like 20 different cats came out of nowhere and just all surrounded this one cat who's just wounded in the middle of the road, and they were all meowing and just forming a circle around them. It was crazy. I feel like you're the cat in the road, group number 3. I don't know what you recently went through, but I'm sorry that you went through that. And you're healing. You will heal and you will make it through. You've been licking your wounds. You know, you're saying to yourself, you know what? I'm not trusting anyone or anything from here on out. But then your colony shows up for you, surrounds you, and gives you the same love that you've always given to those who have hurt you. So it feels really, really good. And, you know, you might even be in a state of mind of like, man, do I even deserve this? Like, for the longest time, I gave all of that away to other people. And now there's finally people surrounding me who deserve it back, and I have nothing left to give. But they're patient. Remember, it's the same love you used to give. Like, you will return it back one day. You don't have to worry about that right now. So there's something about the next 3 months about accepting and receiving, and not feeling guilty about receiving love, not feeling guilty about receiving community, not feeling guilty about being doted on, loved. You know, let it happen. Let the universe spoil you. Look at all these aces. You have 3 aces coming out. 2 of them are in reverse. 1 is upright. So I do think you're open to receiving this new passion, you know, and this can be coming up as like physical passion. This could be coming up as creative spark within you. You're taking action on your creative ideas, and also like really enjoying the fun, spontaneity within new connections, new friendships. You've been enjoying that stuff, okay? But there's 2 other things that are trying to open up here for you that I think you're a little bit closed off to, group number 3. We have love as the one thing you might be closed off to receiving, that's trying to come through in your present moment. This isn't something that you have to wait for. It's already here. Okay, you've been a little bit not receiving it. You've been blocking your reception of it. This is love. Okay, and then we have new life direction, new idea, and new communication coming in as well. So stop blocking this, because a new story is trying to build itself in your life right now. I love it. You guys are just going to be spoiled the next 3 months, and a new life is being birthed into existence here. Experiences coming in that are going to melt away the walls you've had to build around your heart. And I also feel like you're really connecting with your individuality as well. Marching to the beat of your own drum, following your own intuition. And I think in the long haul, there's something here with the moon card about you're not going to know what your life looks like 6 months to a year from now. It's going to look so different than what it looks like right now. And I think a part of you kind of feels that and knows that. Like you're in for another big life change. Life has been feeling very changeable, very up in the air recently, very mutable. And I think you're genuinely finding patience with the universe and enjoying the journey and not caring so much anymore about the destination. Just letting so much love permeate your being. What a beautiful reading. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Subscribe, comment down below how this resonated, and like this video if you have not already. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, if you want shamanic life transformation coaching with me, 3 months of deep healing work with me, if you want homemade intention oils, if you want to be my student for my online tarot reading course, all of that is linked down below. So go check it out. Thank you guys. Bye.